Cover your mouth, man. Jesus Christ. What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. I have no problem with telling people directly to their face that cough out loud. You didn't see that cough out loud, but I have no problem telling people directly to their face, hey man, you need to cover your mouth. Then they want to look all sheepish and embarrassed. Cover your mouth. Ain't no pride that comes along with coughing out loud into the air with all of the germs coming at everybody else. Do one of these or something like that, bro. The same thing with people that need to wash their hands. I see people leave out of public bathrooms and they don't wash their hands. And I be like, hey man, you nasty, bro. And I just don't care. I need to be a little bit more careful because everything ain't for everybody. So I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna slow down. But it is disrespectful. Anyways, it's hoodie season. It's about to be hoodie season. The weather is changing. Everything is about to be a little bit different. Sports is coming back. We already know football season, I believe, kicks off this weekend. And then in addition to that, we got basketball is about to come back. Quentin loves the WNBA, so that's already doing its thing in full swing. But lots of things are about to change. I like all 4 seasons, especially here in Michigan. I just don't want the winter to be as long and I don't want it to be as cold. You know what I'm saying? But in addition to that, I love life and I really enjoy life and being able to experience it and live in the present. And because of that, I want to convey this message when you take into consideration that rich homie Quan died at 33, 34 years old. 33, 34 years old. Now that's a tragedy. That's a travesty because it's something that could have been prevented. And I know we always like to talk about the different things that happen in society and how we're affected and all of this stuff, but it's some things that are self-inflicted wounds. And we need to take accountability for that and we need to learn from it because too many of our people, Americans, are dying too early and it could have been prevented. Now, I was able to, look at a few more details. What's going on, friends? How y'all doing? Hey, yeah. What's going on, friend? Yeah, this is me. How y'all doing? How you doing, love?
Fine, hello.
Hey, how you doing? But I was able to get a little bit more detail from the initial report that he had passed away. And apparently he had passed away on his couch and he had a girlfriend that was living with him. And the girlfriend thought that he was just chilling on the couch or he just fell asleep because he never came to bed. Now they saying that it's an overdose. It's not confirmed because they gotta, go through the toxicology reports and all of that stuff to make sure that it was. Want to make sure that there ain't no foul play. But all indications obviously is saying that yes, it is an overdose. There is also reports that it was a bad pill. We don't know what it was laced with. We don't know if it had that Fenty in it. But the drugs is not even the same. And we shouldn't even have been on the drugs in the first place. I'm just high off life. I've never been the type of person to ever need anything to get me over. And I'm thankful for that. And I understand that there's some people that has also gotten addicted to drugs because they went through a major life change or they had to get on some medication and they need to get it back and all of this stuff. And so there's different forms of addiction. Different people got addictions when it comes to alcohol, all of that. But, addiction can come in many forms. Some people is addicted to gambling. Some people are addicted to women and a lifestyle and all of that stuff. But a lot of this stuff we can recover from. We don't have to fall into a space where we then have the self-inflicted wounds in addition to the things that we didn't know when we didn't understand. You got to know that some stuff you can get grace from. But then I remove all of the excuses, even with the stuff that we don't know, because I know that there's people that are dependent on me. So as soon as I find out something different, and drugs is a whole nother ball game because we know better. We have so much data and statistics. We seen what happened in the 80s. We seen what happened to our uncles and our aunties. For some of y'all seen what happened to your parents. And so it's really no excuse. And I think that we think that it's fun and games when we're younger. Or even some of y'all is too old to still be using drugs. Let me say this first. Some of y'all are still doing the same stuff that y'all was doing in y'all 20s. And you need to get help. Don't just say this is what I'm used to, this is what I've been doing, this is what I'm a part of. No, fam, you need to get help because there's people that depend on you, and children are tired of being son husbands to their mamas because their mamas is addicted to something, or they practically disabled and they haven't been doing the thing that they were supposed to do their whole life. And so now other people got to come in and care for you and stuff. Look, if somebody got to care for me and it's as a result of something that I can't control, then that's one thing. But if somebody got to come and care for me because of a self-inflicted wound that happened my entire life for something that I could have prevented, and I know better, that's not good, because what you do is you put other people at a disadvantage, or you ruin other people's lives, or you take away time from other people when they could have been being productive. And I'm not for that. I'm not for it at all. I'm not with it, and I think that we need to do better. And so as much as we want to say rest in peace, and we rocking out with rich homie Quan, and of course I want to say rest in peace, and I want to make sure, you know, that we extend our condolences. It's a cautionary tale, and it's a learning experience. And now we got an even bigger example. Somebody that's younger than me. Dude was 8 years younger than me, and you already gone, and you was just now really starting to get into the core of your life. He had got over a little slump, and he had been releasing great music. He got a phenomenal discography. And now all of my kids' heroes, and I'm not saying that those are my kids' heroes at all, because hopefully I'm my kids' hero, but I'm talking about the fact that that generation, the next generation's person that they grew up listening to, is gone. And that's a bad example. It's a really bad example. I think that we need better heroes, better examples. With greater power and greater visibility comes greater responsibility. And I think that we need to do things differently, and we need to have different conversations. And if we only looking at this to say, oh man, well, rest in peace and all of this stuff, and we not looking at it fully in its entirety, and also saying, man, this is a cautionary tale, we need to learn from it, then I don't really think that we got the lesson. And it's unfortunate because now his girlfriend is the one that was picking him up and had to call call 911 and call an ambulance. And she was talking about, hey, can I three-way his father in and stuff? And she had to go through that trauma. I don't know if he had kids or not. If he did, that would be even more of a travesty. But it's bad. It's just absolutely bad. So it's a cautionary tale. I'm going to go over it a little bit more. I'm going to go through the new news on the Millionaire Morning Show. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys start to make the adjustment and do things a little bit differently. And then we can have different conversations, all right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. We got Stock Club tomorrow. And Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Be safe. Don't get caught up in this life. Do the thing that's in the best interest of us. And I mean, we already, think about it. We already got to deal with how bad our food is. Some people don't even realize how bad our food is. I do, because I travel overseas and I get to experience a different product. But we already got to deal with all of this other stuff and these chemicals. It's all in the air and in our food and stuff. And we want to take a product that we don't know whether it's laced, we don't know if it's a bad product, and we're going to put our life on it? Nah, I'm good. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to see what y'all say about this. Make sure you tune into the Millionaire Morning Show today. It's going to be a great show. And again, rest in peace to rich homie Quan. And I hope his family finds some kind of peace in this whole situation. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Be easy, man.